Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 200,000 subscribers, but I need y'all help.
Help me!
Hit the subscribe button, man. It's free. Back with another piece of content. So we have a young lady who's recently going viral for a video she made, in which, she's discussed things we talked about here on this channel and many others. In this society, women are not called losers that much, even though they definitely hit the loser qualifications more time than not. Let's play her clip.
A man really just got on this app and said we don't call women losers enough. And I couldn't agree more. So I made a list. Coming in at number 1, we have women who make man-hating content. Just because you can't find a man that you want that wants you back and all the ones you date are bums does not make all men losers. You're the loser because you can't get what you want. Right behind that at number 2, we have women who make de-center men content. They are literally the center of your content. If they didn't exist, neither would your platform. And lastly, for the girlies that actually post, are the ones that make first date content. It's in the same vein, it's all really ridiculous, and you're never going to find a man that is going to take you seriously because all of them are going to see your social media and run, as they should. Number 4, we have women who have no hobbies outside of social media. The girls that come home from work and they scroll on their phones, eat some dinner, scroll on their phones some more, and go to bed. Loser. Number 5, we have women who genuinely try to imitate or idolize female rappers. You are not a Barb, you're 30. Number 6, women who make jokes about men's mental health. I'm sorry you don't have any men in your life that you genuinely care about or that care about you. That's sad. Seek therapy, not projecting to other people on the internet. We are not in this. You have trauma. Deal with that. Number 7, we have women with 2 or more baby daddies. I will not be elaborating on that. I think it speaks for itself. Last but not least, we have women that would choose the bear. Did y'all not see that girl get her butt whooped by that deer? That's what y'all would look like, but 10 times worse, and I feel sorry for you. Final disclaimer, I am an equal opportunist, so I can make the same list for men, but this one's for you ladies. Love you. Not really.
The clip obviously went viral. I thought it was pretty funny, entertaining, but it had some women quite upset about it. A few of these women made videos in response. Let's look at the first one.
We have women who make de-center men content. They are literally the center of your content.
Nah, bitch.
Real quick, because I'm not even gonna bore my followers with your video. Ma'am, you talk as slow as you think, which is as slow as you look. And I mean that both mentally and physically. Okay? Also saying, she's a pick-me, hashtag I can't, while pushing 40? Crazy embarrassing. Oh my God, you're such a loser.
Would y'all even believe me if I told you she's gotten worse?
She is a pick-me, plain and simple. She is not right, period, at all. All the men in the comments are just dumb as her. You making sense.
I say this as someone who has worked in education for over 10 years. Ma'am, never read out loud again. That was so embarrassing. However, not as embarrassing as this next clip.
Angel of death awaits. You can't kill me. Heroes have moral codes. Who said I was a hero?
Yo! I'm not usually speechless, but oh Lord. And here's the most recent video she tagged me in a couple hours ago.
On top of that, you got 50K. Whoop-de-doo! You better pray that 50K stays up, okay?
Actually, it's 20K now, bitch, so put some respect on my neck! And one more thing before I leave you alone. Ma'am, 38 is pushing 40. Okay? Just in case you can't do math the way that you can't read.
The first young lady who made the original video that went viral, this is her page, is Janice Cheyenne, if y'all want to give her a follow. But also found a lady who responded to Janice's original video. Her name's Lala's Empire. And this is the video that she made. Again, I'm not going to play it just like Janice is. Not worth your time. But I noticed something here, and I've said this on multiple occasions. The comments are turned off. Any person who calls himself a content creator, but you turn the comments off a video is a coward. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel, and not one of them, not one, has the comments turned off. And the reason people turn the comments off is because they can't stand on business. They can't stand on what they said. And I've made videos in which people have come into my comments and disagreed with what I said. Either one or two things happen. I either went back and forth with them in the comments, or I just let them ride. But I've never turned the comments off. That's weak shit. And then one more thing as well. She kept calling Janice a pygmy. And I've said this before. Women call other women pygmies because those women that they're talking about don't just blindly follow the sisterhood. They don't believe in the girl code in which women agree with other women no matter what, no matter how wrong they are. those are the women that get called pick me. So in my opinion, if you're a grown adult using the word pick me, you automatically disqualify yourself from having an intellectual conversation. Women are called pick me's when they don't blindly follow the sisterhood. But wait, we got more. Another woman came for Janice and it didn't end her way.
So riddle me this. It's 3 a.m. and I'm being tagged in a video that says that women who decenter men are losers.
Hi, Star. I'm Janice. I'm introducing myself because clearly you and I live on opposite sides of the internet, and that's okay. I'm going to try to tell you about all the ways that you are wrong in this video without being disrespectful. Fingers crossed.
What do you mean women who love themselves and put themselves first are losers?
I never said that, actually. I said women who make decenter men content are losers because your content is literally about men. That's what you do on your page, isn't it?
And then the video goes on to say, well, if you can't keep a man, then that's on you. That's a you problem. Why the fuck would I want to keep a man? Why would anybody want to keep a man?
Again, I never said that. You shouldn't have to keep anyone, actually. Relationships should be voluntary. No keeping is necessary.
It's honestly sad and pathetic the amount of times that I get tagged in weird ass videos like that. And then what makes it even worse, the person who was making the video was a woman.
Who better to tell you about women than a woman?
Listen, if you don't love yourself, that's a you problem. But stop trying to come for me and my girls who do, okay? Just because you don't know your worth doesn't mean that you need to be sitting up there calling women who do know their worth losers.
See, women who actually love themselves don't have to profess it online for strangers. You can just see it by the way that I take care of myself. And you waking up at 3 a.m. to make this video doesn't seem like very good self-care.
The only real loser is the one kissing ass to be chosen. The pick-me's. Choose me. Love me. Girl.
Who didn't see that one coming? Okay, I'm actually already picked. In a relationship with a man that I love that loves me. But thank you for being so concerned.
Do men center women? That's the real question. Do men center women? Do men even care about women?
You know you don't need to center someone in your life in order to care about them. I have a lot of men in my life that care about me. I'm sorry that you don't. That sounds sad.
And then the argument is always, well, it's not all men. It's enough men. And the men that it's not, they don't hold the men who it is accountable. So that makes them just as bad.
Finally, we agree on something. Men should hold other men accountable, just like women should hold other women accountable, right?
Women like this put a bad taste in my mouth because these are the type of women who would cross a woman for a man. Y'all gotta watch out for women like this, seriously. Honestly, women who defend men in any way, shape, or form should be embarrassed.
I know I don't say this often, but for my man or my brothers or my uncles or my cousins or my nephew or my pastors, I will slap the shit out of all y'all. Okay? And I mean that. And that is because those men have done everything for me. So I will do everything I can to defend them and men like them from hateful bitches like you. And in case you were wondering, ma'am, in my definition, you are indeed a loser. Sorry you had to wake up at 3 a.m. for little old me. You should go back to bed. You look tired.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
And this is actually the second young lady's page. It's Star to You. And let's check out a couple of her videos. They're real short, just so you can kind of see the type of mentality we're dealing with right here.
And to all the women who are in relationships with men, my heart goes out to you. Good luck, girl. I'm convinced that men are only here to distract women from fulfilling their purpose and becoming the best version of themselves. Never forget, men need women, women don't need men. If we were not the prize, if we were not valuable, men wouldn't need us. Men are only here to siphon your energy and destiny swap. Stay away from men.
And this woman clearly proves Janice's point from earlier in the video. When these women who make man-hating content or decenter men, in reality, what you're doing is you're still talking about men. Because if it wasn't for men, you wouldn't have any type of content to promote, whether it's centering men or decentering men. You still need men as the main subject. And I watched a bunch of these videos on her channel. All she talks about is men and how men ain't shit. But thankfully enough, not all women are riding with these male-bashing female content creators.
Y'all, that girl got on the internet and basically said all of you women who are hating men and talking about men and doing all of this stuff and causing friction and saying how y'all don't need a man and whoop doo 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 doo, y'all are all losers, big dweebs, nerds, dorks, don't have no riz, whatever the term is. She said that's y'all. And I wholeheartedly approve that message. I approve that message because if you go back and listen to her list, we tied We are tired. We're tired of that content. We're tired of the man bashing content. We're tired of the first date content. We're tired of because y'all have no accountability. Y'all will literally say like she was saying, like, yes, men do need to hold men accountable, but women also need to hold women accountable. And when I tell y'all the lack of accountability when it comes to the situations surrounding like just everything that she said, we tired. We're tired of seeing it. We not like, it's okay to like love yourself, right? It's okay to have self-love. But the way, like y'all's perception of self-love is a misconception because it's not real. It's not real. It's a selfish thought process where you're telling other people to essentially like not act normal. It's toxic. What is happening, what has been transpiring is toxic behavior. It's toxicity. And when we sit down, when people who are in healthiness, right? In real healthiness, okay? People who have had bad breakups, everybody has had bad breakups. We don't sit here and we're not like, yeah, we just hate all men. Like, no. We heal, we learn, we move on. We heal, we learn, we move on, because that's healthy. It's healthy. Y'all operate in such dysfunction and in such toxicity. And so what she was saying in that video as a whole, all of it, I agree with every single point that she made. She addressed all of it. Big L's. L7s. Okay, bye.
They're not making angry responses to my video calling them losers, because men get called losers on this app every single day. And that's part of the reason why men are typically better at taking accountability than women. Absolutely. You know why? We tell men the truth. Men tell other men the truth. They will tell their friend, hey, you're fat. Hey, you're not good looking. Hey, you're not smart, and mean it. And you know what happens with those men? Oftentimes, they work on it and actually get better.
Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. How long did Kevin Samuels talk to men? KS talked to men for years before finally start talking to the women. And even the women will say this. That's when his channel blew up, once he started addressing them. But for years, he addressed the men. And he addressed the men just like we address each other. Direct, to the point, and no lies told. If I have a friend and my friend is drinking too much, every time I see him, he drunk, getting DUIs, and not handling his business. When I see him, if I'm his friend, I'm going to pull him to the side and say, man, put the goddamn bottle down. We don't coddle each other. We don't lie to each other. And go back and watch KS's content when he was talking to the men. No matter how harsh women think those comments are, the men took it because men are better at taking constructive criticism than women can ever dream to be.
However, let's take a look at us, ladies, because we do not tell each other the truth about almost anything. You will let your girlfriend go out there raggedy and you'll be in her comments, yes, slay, boss, queen, you look like a 10 out of 10. You're lying and you know it.
How many pictures have you seen of big women who are just morbidly obese wearing something that we all know they shouldn't wear? And you'll see a million women in the comments talking about how fine she is. Get it. She's spot on.
And on top of that, we'll put on silly little names like, oh, she's just a girl. I'm just a girl. You ran up your credit card to 20K. That's not just a girl. You caused an accident that almost killed somebody. You're not just a girl. You're sleeping around with way too many men for you to keep track of and cheating on your spouse. You're not just a girl. You're a terrible human being. And I'm tired of women allowing other women to be terrible human beings. On my side of TikTok, I will call out the men who are terrible and the women who are terrible, because there's terrible people everywhere. And we have to get away from this idea that it's just the men. It has never been, it will never be just the men. To any of the girlies that were super triggered by my video, this is how men feel on the internet every day. Congratulations. Welcome to equality.
And again, if you want to follow that young lady, her name is Janice Hart on TikTok. Go ahead and throw her a follow. And to women who oppose her, point out the lie. Tell us where she's lying at, because I didn't see any lies whatsoever. Men are used to being called losers, but women get offended at the thought of being called a loser, which over my channel, we call them floozers, female losers. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do better, squadron. Fall out.